this is Alyssa from Main Arts and Crafts, and today we are here for my WIP and chat. Woo! I know, slightly late, day late, and I'll explain why it's a day late. So what are we doing for today's WIP and chat, you ask? Well, I will tell you what we are doing. We are finally, as you can see, oh, I have a piece of glue on my, tape on my pen. Finally working on this amazing, but absolutely massive cross-stitch conversion that I'm doing for the Witchy Stitcher Tarot, the Nostalgic Tarot cross-stitch conversion. So we are working on this. I'll pull up and give you guys, I think I have the dimensions written down on my iPad, so let me pull it up. So I'm working on the border right now. So basically, this is what I'm working on right now. I'm doing the first page, which is like this top portion here. I've done that whole massive black color blocking session, and I'm done all the way through to like the A. And then today I've started from, I just did the R, and I did like the next page, which is like this right here. So I did the border, the rainbow border down below that you don't see a lot of. And now I'm about to do the O, the T, and the rainbow and all that other stuff. This is a 116 by 131 centimeter canvas. Yes, it's massive. It is a massive canvas, but it's worth it because it's gonna be really cool seeing all of these little cards come together in one go. So that's what I'm working on. What am I using? I am using my small Yellow Dog Designs tray. I'm also using this pen. I want to say, I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me look. I think oh wait, it's way over there. I'm trying to remember where this pen is from. I want to say it's a, oh gosh. I don't think it's an American shop because I don't think this is a Poshy pen. I want to say this might be one from a different small shop, but I have to pull up and look because I have written down because this one I originally thought was from a different company, but it's not. But beautiful pen. I'm using my WE Wax, the same. I need to trade out the WE Wax because I've been using like the same WE Wax. I'm using Winterwood's WE Wax, and I've got some Blood Orange Randa's Crafty Corner putty, which I am almost done with that thing of putty, so that's why I'm using it. And then I have some cover minders. I have a variety of cover minders sitting here just in case I need them for something. Like, where did that go? Okay. I have like a little super cat. I have my Keonashi that I don't think you can see. And then I have a Minikaneko Lucky Cat over here that you might not be able to see. And then of course we have my iPad because I am using the Markup R XP Pro app. I think that's the name of it, but the Markup R XP, that's the app that I'm using on my iPad to do this, and I have that set up. So we're gonna get started. This is this top portion is in such an awkward position for me, so I have a feeling that I probably won't roll and do like an entire page at a time next time when I go down to the next row, because it's really hard to reach way up here, and I would rather have it where I'm only having to work like right here. So I'll probably just bring it up just a little bit, do part of it, go all the way across the canvas, bring it up a little bit further, do part of it to finish out the page. So I'll probably split the pages in half. So that is what we are working on. All right, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be one of those things where I have to go a little bit slower because I'll be counting 4, 5, 6 while I place stuff, since I have to, have things placed just right. So if I don't talk for a moment, it's because I'm doing an area where I have to count. But I decided to go with like the words because the letters of the words, because that'll go pretty quickly while I'm talking to you guys. So anywho, I did not get my WIP and chat up yesterday, obviously, as you see, because here it is going up on Sunday. And that was because I finally filmed my rainy day hoard video, and that took me quite a while to film. I think I talked for like 2 hours almost. It was like an hour 45 really, but that was an hour 45 of nonstop talking, and my voice was like so smoked at the end of all of that talking, especially since I had just recently been sick. So I finished the filming that video, and I was like, there's no way I can film a whip and chat tonight as well. So you guys did not get a whip and chat yesterday because that just was not happening on top of that one's 7 up top. That was not happening on top of what I had just done. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a hole right there. Yes. I can't turn this overhead on and give you guys the really good light because it gives a glare on the glue of the canvas, and that's annoying for me. So I know it'll definitely be annoying for you guys. But anyways, yeah, but you guys can look forward to getting a rainy day hoard video next week, because that will be going up sometime next week. I haven't decided if it's going to be Wednesday video or Friday video next week. We'll see. Because I already have the Monday video filmed. Because I filmed the Monday video first, and then I filmed that rainy day hoard video, which will be either Wednesday or Friday of next week is when that one will go up. So anyways, that is what I was up to and why I did not get the Whip and Chat filmed on my normal Friday night. So it was up on Saturday. But I did finish I'm halfway through the canvas Heidi, and that is Camilla de Erica from Diamond Art Club. I'm trying to work on my oldest kits first. So I've finished 2 of the larger ones so far this month, and then Heidi will be number 3, and then I'll start being able to go down into some of the smaller ones, which will definitely go faster. The fact that I've already got 2 basically 50 by 70-ish sized canvases done. I think the first one was a 60 by 80 square. And then the other one, the llama one, was like a 50 by 70. And I think this one's also like 50 by 70, something to that effect. So anywho, since those 3 are like the biggest 3 of the ones that I had pulled out. So I knew I wanted to knock those out first because I knew they'd take the longest. But now that I'm only halfway done with Heidi. Once I finish Heidi, then I'll be able to start going a little bit faster. And of course, I'm still adding bling to these kits because I can't not. I think the llama, I did add stuff to the llama too. I did not add anything to Beauty and Chaos. I felt like Beauty and Chaos didn't need anything added, so I didn't. But otherwise, I've still been adding bling to the canvases, which, takes me a minute to kind of do the process for that. But otherwise, yes, I love this. It's going to look really cool once I get the black in here for the background. That's going to make it really stand out. I just want to make sure I got this on the right row. Yep, okay. That's always what I like to do is verify. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. I just like to make sure that I'm counting correctly as I do these because somehow, I don't know if it was because it was a glitch in how the pattern imported or something, but I think I started it was either a glitch in the pattern where it was missing like 2 rows or 2 columns, or it was just how I did when I started that first section. But I had to add, this is the dead center right here basically, and it's basically like 2 rows. Basically, in order to get it to line up with how it was going, I think I ended up adding like 2 rows into here or something for it, because I think one of these was charted with like 63 drills in the center instead of 61 drills. And that was going to throw everything off. So we just have an extra little row right here in the middle, which is no biggie. There's plenty of room. I mean, there's plenty of columns of just straight black off the side. So that's not going to be an issue. But anywho, that's what I've been up to. Okay, wait. And the thing about doing a cross stitch conversion is you have to pay attention. You can't just like pop back in. You have to be like, okay, where am I? What color am I doing? Where was I on the pattern? That type of thing. So it requires a little bit more concentration, which is why I don't normally do these for Whip and Chat, but I was just feeling like really in the mood to work on this canvas. I haven't worked on it in a couple months, and I was really feeling it. I was like, I really want to work on this. So that's what I decided to do. I was like, okay, I'm doing the cross stitch conversion. I decided to wait until I got up to this part up here because this will be a little bit easier, less concentration, and easier for me to film this section right up here than trying to film these little thin one lines all the way around the edge where you don't see much of anything. So, anywho, all right, we got a 2 and a 3. That's kind of like what I'm doing and all of that fun stuff. This week at work, I'm trying to think. Oh, we found out that we're having, was it this week or last week? I can't remember if I told you guys, but we did find out that we are having like the largest inspection that our hospital has. We are having that this coming week. So this week was like prep for the inspection. And that was something that we definitely have spent, a lot of time at the hospital working on preparing for this inspection because it's a big one. And it's a big deal for us to do well on this inspection. So that was something that we spent a lot of time on this week. All my meetings that I normally have are supposed to be this coming Monday, but they got moved because of the inspectors coming, and the inspectors are they're housing themselves they're being housed in the conference room that's literally in my department. It's a command level inspection, but they're housing the inspectors like for work day purposes in the conference room next to me. Like literally legit right next to my office. Which is kind of like, yay, I get to be literally right next to the inspectors all week long. So we had to like prep our conference room so it was ready for it to be turned over to them. We had to take a bunch of stuff out of the conference room because they wanted it to be basically like super empty and all of this. So we had to do all of that type of stuff. And then they came in and installed a couple extra computers in there for the inspectors to use. And then on top of that, they like had us remove like all of the chairs except for like 4 chairs in the entire thing. So that was like, okay, yay. We had to then figure out where we're going to put all of these extra chairs because it's not like we just have the room for the stuff. Because the conference room is also where we keep some extra supplies because we've got this big filing cabinet in there. So with all of that being said, it was a lot that we were doing and prepping. In addition to doing like a floor to ceiling, high dust, low dust, all of that clean, which we do that on a regular basis, but we wanted to make sure we got it done again this week before the inspectors come so everything looks pristine and good to go. So that's what we've been up to at work. So that's been busy. Promotion results for 04 officers, which is the rank that I am right now. So my LT, that lieutenant that works for me, she was up for promotion. So those results came out on Thursday and she picked up and is going to be promoted. So I'm super, super happy about that. So now we're just in more of like this waiting game. I also with my extra duty that I ended up getting, have been spending a lot of time like crunching data and crunching numbers, and got this new spreadsheet to use for the crunching of the data and the numbers, and started plugging in stuff into that spreadsheet. It's going to take a bit to get everything done for it because it's such an in-depth, involved spreadsheet. It's not like a simple Excel spreadsheet in any way, shape, or form. This is like the ultimate spreadsheet. But got some stuff put into the spreadsheet. That one there, and then we're going to skip 2 to that one there. No, I need to see. No, skip 3. Oh, see, that's why I'm like, let me line it up and make sure it looks like it matches. And then this will all the background here will just be completely filled in with 310. I literally have bags of 310 for this canvas. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it when I'm done because it's so massive. It would like legit take an entire wall. And it'll be heavy as all get out when it's done too. But I feel like it's kind of one of those things where it would be like a shame to not display it in some way, but because this is going to be something that takes me a lot to do. But then I'm like, how would I even display it? That's the thing. So I don't know. Haven't decided if I'm going to display it when it's done. I figure that's a question for when I actually finish, because obviously I am nowhere near done, considering this is up at the top And, you know, I need to make progress on this right here. Okay, got that one. And then we just have those last 3, and then I'm done with my O. Woohoo! All right. So we finished an O in our tarot. Woot! All right, let me go ahead and mark those drills off. And then we're going to move over to the T, which is 553. It's a nice, lovely purple color. How long have I even been talking for? Since I have a different setup, I'm like, I can't see my phone. 15 minutes? Okay. I should probably set a timer so I know what time it is. Let me do that before I get started on the next one. I need a timer. For some reason, like, my watch did things weird, and now it's got, instead of the motes being in, all of the little things being in a random thing, they're all weird. Sorry, I'm like, I don't like that one. We're gonna do, there we go. That's what we'll do. All right, so I set a timer, so now I don't have to worry about losing track of time. I can tell that I talked a lot yesterday. I can feel it in my voice, and I'm like super thirsty right now. So, yes, I had to take a drink of water. Let's see. I don't know that I've really done much else. I've got my concert outfit prepped and prepared for the G-Dragon concert that I am going to in August. I'm going to be in Vegas for Labor Day weekend for a concert, and this is like a bucket list concert for me. So I'm super, super excited for that. And I decided to actually dress up for the concert. Oh, I think I need to move my clear plastic cover over. I had it like that, so that way it was like supporting. I didn't have to worry about sticking my hand in the glue. 5 drills. So I decided to dress up for this concert because it's such a like bucket list concert for me. So I did that, and let's see, we are in line with that dot. So 1, 2, 3, boop. All right, I've got that first drill down, and now we can go all the way up to the top. I like to place one that's easy to landmark, and then I can just go from there. So I have my outfit picked out, what I'm going to wear for the concert. I'm going to be staying with a friend. I'm going to fly in like a day before the concert, stay with a friend, and we're going to do like all the things. And I so can't wait. We're going to do like all the stuff. And then the next day I'll go to the concert. And then I'll fly back the following day, and it is going to be so much fun. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait. I am so excited, both for the concert and to hang out with my friend in person. I cannot wait. That's going to be great. We're going to have so much fun. It's going to be fantastic. But yeah, that's what I have set coming up. There we go. Got that done. And then I don't know if there's anything else that I feel like I don't have much to talk about. I haven't been doing much. I've been, Nicole over at Shire Shenanigans is doing like 100-day challenge. She wanted to diamond paint every day for 100 days. And I'm like, well, I pretty much diamond paint every day. And it's not like that's a big goal of mine to diamond paint every day. So rather than making that a goal, I was like, I need to do 100 days of exercising and working out. So that became my goal. I'm going to do 100 days of workout. And I've been doing good. So we started like a week ago, I think Friday, I want to say, is when we started. And we are going, let's see, I need to be lined up with this one. So no, I need 3 more drills. And we'll go for, like I said, 100 days. And I am doing great so far. I've been able to like successfully do a workout every single day. Even if my workout is like a legit, literally a super, super short abbreviated workout because I'm exhausted and don't feel like it, I'm forcing myself to do at least something. So that's something that I'm pleased that I've actually been able to do that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 12, 13. Perfect. I was just making sure that I had mathed that and counted correctly, which I did. So we are good. We have a leg of our tea. Haha. Slow and steady. I do enjoy doing the cross stitch conversions. It's just it requires me to think a little bit differently. A little bit more really is what I have to do when I'm doing these. So I can't just willy-nilly just place drills and not think about it and just go to town like I can on a regular canvas. I have to actually pay attention to what I'm doing when I'm doing a cross stitch conversion. But I love how they look. I love watching it just like come together on the blank canvas, and the fact that you can get things that you aren't able to get via like an actual diamond painting form. Well, now you can, because guess what? It's in cross stitch conversion form, and you just have to, do a little bit of the work, but you can totally still get it. So I love that. And that's why, I'm working on this. Let's see, I needed 4 drills here. So that's something that I'm excited to actually be working on this again, because I'm like, I haven't touched a cross stitch conversion in forever. And then Bev, over at Bev somehow convinced me that I needed to get some beaded cross stitch patterns. So I picked up a couple little tiny beaded cross stitch patterns that I'm going to die doing, because it's basically single placing. But I picked up a couple of these beaded cross stitch patterns. Bev forced me. She twisted my arm and made me do it. One of them is a pink flamingo, so I'm excited for that one. It's like a little pink flamingo ornament. So I'm like, yay. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, we'll see if I actually enjoy it. It's something that really doesn't take up any space, realistically. Very like low space keeping or anything like that. So we'll see. But they're like little kits, so it comes with everything that you need. So we'll see. I will video this process as I work on the actual cross stitch, because I'm not a cross stitcher. But I'll video the actual process for you guys so you can see this. It's gonna be hilarious. I can tell. I just have a feeling we're gonna be cracking up on the humor of me making a mess of the cross stitch. I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. Let's see. I was so like I said, I filmed my rainy day hoard video, and then I'm going to be filming, because I've had people ask me, so I will be filming a how-to for using the markup RXP. That basically, it's like the pattern keeper works on Amazon Fire tablets and other non-Apple products, but doesn't work on Apple. So markup is the one that you use for Apple products. So I'm gonna film like a tutorial how to use the markup on an iPad. I use it on an iPad. So I'm gonna film that for you guys this coming within the next week or two. You'll get a how-to video on that. So look forward to that. And then I'll have to decide. I might end up just taking the patterns that I'm getting and uploading them into my into markup, because I like having the the pattern that I can just touch the thing and know what I'm doing, versus being stuck to like a paper pattern. I'm not a fan of the paper patterns. I prefer the actual. So I'll have to see whether I'm gonna like get those patterns for the new stuff put in here or not. That'll be like a decision to make once those little cross stitch sets get in here, which will be in this next week. I did add them to my Gems Flow. I put them under the wish list tab in Gems Flow, so they're separated out. But that way I could see what I have and control myself, so I don't develop a hoard over there. I doubt I will. I really doubt I will. I should have just bought one. But did I buy just one? Of course not. Like, why would I buy just one of something? Like, come on, Alyssa. I have been doing really good. So, I know why I've been, like, I feel so out of it right now. It's because I, like, legit spent the majority of this week destashing stuff. And I have destashed so many things. I think I started with like 55 canvases that I needed to destash, and I have officially destashed, I think it's like 30 something canvases. I have 18 left, but I'm pretty pleased with that progress. I'm like, what? Does that look weird? Oh, because it's an extra row. I'm like, this is still lined up here, and then to there, and then we have a 2, and then a 2. Okay, I was like, why is that? Because it's because the sides are not identical. The sides are slightly different. That's why. And it was throwing me off, you guys, throwing me off. All right, we are done with our tea. So we've got the tarot portion done. I should really just start filling it in with some black. Actually, I need to do the white right here and go from there. But let me cross this off. But yeah, so I did a destash just in the in our, oh gosh, well, Sophie's Discord, the Crafters Den Discord. I did a like initial destash there because that's basically like friends and everybody else. So did the destash there, and then I went ahead and did the destash. From there, I went ahead and, oh, sorry, the yawning is commencing. Let me pick the right symbol that I want. Then I posted on, and I had like a big old load that I had to take to, a load of canvases to take to UPS and drop off. I think I dropped them off either Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember which. And then I think it was Monday I dropped off the load of canvases for the initial Discord destash, but then I had also posted everything on onto Diamond Art Club fans, the destash channel, and I ended up like getting rid of another like carload full that I had to take to UPS. So I did that the following day, took those to UPS. And then I didn't get much diamond painting done this week because I was legit doing so much destashing because it's work. If you've never destashed before, it is a lot of work. It's like freeing to get rid of everything, but at the same time, it's a lot of work. So I need 10 drills here. So we're gonna go, we're 2 up, and then we're 3 over, 4 over. Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of work to do. It's nice having everything gone because I now took the diamond paintings that I needed to destash and reduced that number by like half. Well, probably because I went from 55 down to 18, which is a huge decrease. And I'm super happy about that. So that's something that I'm very pleased with. But at the same time, I still have 18 that I need to get rid of. But I also am happy that I only sold the ones that I did because I think I have 3 boxes left. So until I gradually build up more boxes, then I will do another destash once I build up more boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. But yeah, I have to build up more boxes first and acquire them because I don't want to have to buy cardboard boxes if I don't have to. So I'm basically like, and it's going to take me a while to build up and get those boxes because I've been doing so good about not purchasing stuff. I did make my first Diamond Art Club purchase for the month. I made that first purchase of the month today, Saturday, and that was because I didn't want the Geneva Bowers that I wish listed last week. I was like, I've just destashed, all of these paintings. I don't feel bad about buying like 1 or 2. I wanted 3. I wanted the Jeremiah Kettner. I wanted the Geneva Bowers, Ghosties. I absolutely wanted Ghosties. That was like a must-have. I had to force myself to wish list it last weekend, and I was like so sad that I had to wish list it. And all week long, I kept checking to see if it had sold out yet and all of that because I wanted it so much. So I decided, okay, I'm going to buy it. So I ended up I knew that one was a must-have, and then I was like, I am not going to let myself get more than 2 canvases. 2 canvases is going to be my limit for this purchase. I would have been fine with just 1, but there was like a couple canvases that I also wanted from this week's release. So I wanted that little like tropical island seascape landscape with a little hut in it. I really wanted that one. It's beautiful. I love it. And it's not extremely massive. I think that's one of the things that I love the most about it. It's not super, super massive. It's like the perfect size. So that one, the Ghosties, which I really wanted Ghosties, and the Jeremiah Kettner. Those were the ones that I really wanted. And I was like, okay, which ones am I going to get? Because I'm not getting all of them. I'm only going to let myself get 2, and I was torn. I knew I wanted to get Ghosties, so that was going to be number 1. But then I was like, do I want the Kettner? Or do I want the landscape, seascape, whatever you want to call it? And I couldn't decide between the 2 because I'm like, I want them both. But I'm not going to, but I held strong. Normally I would have just said, screw it, I'm going to buy both of them. But I resisted. I held strong. And I did not purchase all 3 canvases, so I was really proud of myself for that. I was able to resist, and I ended up just buying 2. And I was really torn, and I was like, you know what? I love that little landscape. It's adorable. It's perfection. So I decided to go for the landscape over the Kettner, and I wish listed the Kettner. But my birthday is going to be, I believe next weekend is my birthday. So for my birthday, I may very well... we'll see, because I'm going to limit myself. I'm like really limiting myself on what I buy, but at the same time, I'll have like my birthday code. The landscape would have held out until like next weekend, I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked to see what else, if anything sold out this weekend, but I'm pretty sure the landscape would have held out and I could have just bought it next weekend. But I was like, I didn't want Ghosties to sell out. And I had a feeling that if I tried to wait even longer, Ghosties would sell out, and I didn't want to miss out on Ghosties. So instead of waiting, I went ahead and got the 2. But next weekend is my birthday. It's next Sunday. So if I get my birthday code on like Saturday, I can't remember how soon they usually give you your birthday code. If they give it to you on your birthday or if they give it to you like before your birthday, I really don't remember. Because I will potentially use that next weekend with my discount code for my birthday. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, we're making clouds, little rainbow clouds. That's what I'm doing right now, in case you wondered. This section, we've got the R, the O, the T. We're working on the 3865. Let me see if you guys can still see what I'm doing, because I moved over. Okay, good. I couldn't remember how much of this screen I had in the viewpoint. Good. So we are good. And then all of this other stuff is going to be filled in with black, which is going to be like so much. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so much. But it's going to look so good when it's done. I just have to get it to that done point, which is a process. But that's why I was like, this is like my long-term WIP. I knew it was going to take me more than this calendar year to do. I did just start it in did I start it in like March or April-ish time frame? I can't remember. And then I kind of cruised along and spent a couple days on it and did those first 2 sections. And then I haven't touched it since. So now I'm pulled it back out. I'm working on this section because once I finish this outline portion, the border, then I'll have to fill in each of these individual cards. And I want to do all of the border first. As much of a challenge and pain as that sounds, I want to get the entire border done first, so that way I can then come back through and fill in the cards and do it that way. So that's kind of my plan of attack. Logically, it probably makes more sense to do this and then fill in the cards, like the top portion of the cards that I could, but I don't feel like having to switch from different patterns. So we're going to do them like one pattern at a time, is how I'm going to do it. And that's just because I figured that'd be kind of interesting to see what it looks like with the entire border done, and then slowly fill in the cards. I think that's going to be really cool because I want to see a photo. I want to photo it with like the entire border done, but nothing in the border. Okay, I need to remove that drill right there. It has like a little tab on it. And then once the border is done, being able to then fill in the innards of individual cards. It's gonna be so cool once it's done. Oh, I can't wait. And the color palette on this is just like so dreamy. I think that's the reason why I'm doing it, because it's like not because it's a tarot cards or anything like that. It's legit because of how vibrantly colored these patterns are. That's literally why I am doing this cross stitch conversion, for the color. Yeah, go figure. For the color, that's what we're doing it. But it's such a beautiful color. It's like such an amazing color palette. Oh, I just have to tell you guys, it was absolutely hilarious. Well, kind of like ironically hilarious. So I was kind of like, I had to piecemeal and pull the plastic cover on this to be able to get to where I wanted to work. And I was like right in this little corner, and I peeled it off, and there was a piece of washi tape, because this washi tape goes to the edge of the plastic that's right here. You can see there's washi tape there to the plastic. Well, right in here, I pulled all of the plastic off and moved it out of the way, and there was like a little piece of washi tape like this, boom, stuck to the canvas. So I had to peel it off the canvas, and then I had to use the diamond painting adhesive from Diamond Art Club, because that's all I have, which I'm not a big fan of this one. But I had to use that to tab a little bit of glue down in this little, like, when I say like little, probably 4 drill by 4 drill square was how much was on there. Because when I pulled it off, it pulled some of the sticky off. So I had to then do that. And I was like, okay, all right. So be careful what you're doing, and don't put washi tape directly on your canvas. It's not what you're supposed to do. I didn't mean to do it. It just kind of happened. All right, so we've got our little cloud base done, and now we've got, I've only got 62 white drills to go. So I need to see how far over, well, just to right there. Can you guys see this far? Not quite. I should probably go with something else instead of that, because you're not gonna be able to see me place drills over there. I need to work on the rainbow. I could pull out the 310 and just work on 310. I could do that, but you know, we'll see. Or I could just slide this over so you could see that last little bit. We're gonna do that. There we go. Look at that, you guys can see, and it wasn't even that like big of a difference to look at, because we're just going to right here. I just needed that little tiny bit extra for the placing of the drills. So we're gonna move this over and pop that back. I love my Konashi cover minder, love this. So now we can place the rest of this 3865 off the side of the cloud. And we're gonna start from there, 2 off, and then we're gonna go right there, and boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so anyways, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I really am, because I'm just talking about random stuff. Yeah, what else have I been up to? Oh, like I mentioned before that I want to start doing, I think I mentioned this before, but I want to start doing like a little series of me working on some of like the other random crafting projects that have been languishing and not being done for like ages. So I'll probably, I haven't decided if I'm gonna have like a specific day of the week that I'm gonna do those for, because I have so many random little craft projects that I've accumulated, and I want to get them done, and I feel like that will be a good way for me to actually get them done, would be doing them as videos. I might do a lot of them as like time lapses, or like speed them up in some way. So that way they're not super ridiculously, you know, slow, and I don't have to try to talk the entire time I'm doing it. I can do like a voiceover, but that's what I'm leaning towards. So you can let me know in the comments what you think of that idea, if you think that's an interesting idea, or if you're like, that sounds boring, no, don't do it. Just let me know down below, so that way I can kind of decide which way I'm gonna go for it, if I'm gonna do that or not. I'll definitely do that for when I get the little cross stitch patterns in. I'll do that for like the cross stitch things, so you guys can watch me struggle with the cross stitch. I think that's gonna be hilarious. You guys are gonna laugh at me, and I'll probably get like so ridiculously frustrated with it, I have a feeling. I've cross stitched before, but probably not since I was like, oh gosh, 8, 9, maybe 10 years old, somewhere around in there. I was like pretty young. So it's been like a solid, you know, almost 30 years probably since I've cross-stitched. So we will see how this cross-stitch process goes. But that's what I'm like the most worried about, is stabbing myself with the needles. And I've been told the needles aren't, well, I don't know that I was necessarily doing, I don't know. It was basically like, you know, the typical sampler working on stuff. I don't think it was cross stitch per se. I think it was, could have been cross stitch, but it was more of like that sharp, annoying little needle that you could stab yourself with and it hurt and blah, 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 blah. Look at that. All right. There are a couple more of the 3865 up in a heart up in here. I just don't feel like counting all of those drills in front of you to get to it. So we're going to start the rainbow and then fill in the stuff around the border of the rainbow after that. But we're going to just start with the rainbow. We're going to do the inside of the rainbow first. Well, actually, yeah, let's do the inside of the rainbow first, which is back to this 553. Purple. I don't need that many, but oh well. And so anywho, yeah, I feel like this is very like scattered. Okay. I want to start being like holding myself accountable for purchases and things that I've done. So let's go over what I have purchased this week since our last video. So I basically, since my last video, I've done pretty good overall. Minus I did pick up a couple pens on Destash. So this was a bad pen week for me. I bought more pens than I should have. But on the plus side, I was using the money for the pens. I used money that I got from destashing all of my canvases for the pens. So none of it came out of my bank account. It came out of my destash funds. So that was, you know, that was a plus. So I didn't actually spend like fresh money. It was destash money. So there was that. But I bought, I think I picked up like two, maybe 3 pens. I don't remember how many, from Norse Alchemist, because I love a good Norse Alchemist pen, and I've got a bunch of them on my destash list. Well, I have like 3 or 4 that are in my, that I've like recently destashed, because the turn that I had picked was a turn that I really do not like, and I didn't know I wasn't going to like it until I got the pens in. So I had to destash those. So then I ended up getting, so this, I was like, I viewed it as kind of like replacing those Norse Alchemist pens that I had destashed because of the turning style, and replace them with ones that I absolutely love that I actually will use with the turn style, a turn style that I like, a much better grip for me. So I did purchase 3 pens from Norse Alchemist. And then I also purchased a Butterfly Effectwares pen today on Saturday, because that colorway, I have been drooling over that colorway literally all week long. It is a stunning colorway for this weekend, and it was like, I must have it. I was like, I cannot live without that colorway for that pen. So I did snag a little mini pen from Butterfly Effectwares today. And then on top of that, I also, like I said, this has been a major pen week. I also purchased I also picked up 3 Creations Morin pens off of a destash. So I was able to get them for basically like a half price, essentially, from what they would have been if I had to pay full price on them. So I viewed that as a win, because they were like, it's like with a pen, you really don't, unless somebody's like dropping it all over the floor, things like that, you're typically not going to be able to tell if the pen has been used or not used for the majority of these pens, because they look so pristine for so long. So I picked up, so that basically means that I have purchased 7 pens this week. Oh wow, that's more than I thought. I am now cut back off on pen purchasing. I am done with pens. I have all the pens I need. But I did pick up those pens because I felt like they were all absolute must-haves this week. So did that. I also purchased the 2 Diamond Art Club canvases. So that's something that was my first, like I said, my first Diamond Art Club purchase for the month so far, which I'm really proud of myself for, because, you know, that's something where normally I just go crazy and I'm like, oh, I like it, I want it, let me buy it. So I was able to refrain from doing that, wish listed things that I wanted, and I've added quite a few Diamond Art Club canvases to my wish list. A couple of those new Star Wars ones, I've added a few other ones as well, are now, I have been added to the Diamond Art Club wish list, which is now, I think, at like 31 canvases, 31 canvases, somewhere around in there, which it was down into like the 20s for the longest time. And then on top of that, once I'm still waiting on one canvas, because I have like one Jaded Gem Shop purchase that I am allowing myself to make. And that purchase will be, let's see, 743. That purchase is going to be once she releases the last of the photos, or last of the canvases for I think it's Taeyang, we need Taeyang, for the BTS portraits from Mari 945. She's released 6 of the 7, and I need that 7th one. And once I have that 7th one, then I will press purchase, because I've got 4 of them ordered. I just need to order that last 3, but she's only got 2 of them released. So once those are released, I will be purchasing those 3 canvases. And I think there's one other on my cart on top of that is being purchased as well. That's a Ghibli canvas that I have never seen before, and I'm like, I have to have that. It is a 1000% must-have canvas. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'll purchase like those 4 canvases off of Jade once that loads, or once she loads that or releases that last one, which I'm not in a hurry for her to do it because, one, she's, dealing with all of the pregnancy things, and she's been classified as, I think she's like a high-risk pregnancy, so she's not doing as much herself, but her family is definitely stepping in and helping out, and she's got an awesome family to help her out and do stuff for her, because it's normally Jade and her grandma that pretty much do all of like the packing and everything of the canvases, but now she's having to rely on her family to assist with all of that, which is, there's the training them to do it, and then making sure it's being done correctly since it's something that's new for them. All of that goes into new person stuff. But I'm like, I really don't mind how long it takes to get a Jaded Gem Shop canvas, because I think I need one more. Oh no, that is accurate. It just looked weird because it was like a step up right there. Because it's not like I'm going to work on the kits immediately anyways. It's going to be some time between now and when I work on them. So I'm not in a rush for them to arrive or anything like that. I know some people are like, oh, must have my canvas now. And I'm like, it's a small shop. You've got plenty of other kits usually in your hoard to work on. Having a little bit of a delay in these is, not a big deal. Let's see, so we're going to put that one right there. So now I'm putting in some of the random drills of this color because they're easy to get to balanced off of this. So I need 3 up from here, and we go right there. Oh, I want that one there. And we're going to do this one and that one. So we have these little magic dots. And then we're going to go up from there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in between. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll put it right there. There's that one. And then there's another one that I'm gonna have to count for like right in here. I think I may wait on that one. These ones were just easy to place because I could just easily count from what I had already placed. So I'm not gonna do that on the other ones because that's gonna be too much of a hassle. All right, so we're almost done with our little rainbow. We'll probably finish the rainbow and call that good for today's WIP and Chat once I finish the rainbow. I'll color 740, so another orange. But look at how adorable the rainbow is, you guys. Look at how adorable it is. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's so much fun. Okay, so we are doing it too. And boop. And then we want 5. So anywho, those have been my purchases this week. Like I said, that's one of those things I want to start having it as like an accountability thing because I am trying to purchase less and not buy all the things anymore. So that's why you'll see like fewer and far between small shop hauls. It's like normally I would used to have like a small shop haul literally every week, and I always had like basically a month filmed in small shop hauls ahead of time. Well, now I'll wait until I get the packages in, and then I'll film a small shop haul, maybe 2, and then they'll go up, and then I'll have to wait a while before I can film the next small shop haul because I have to wait until I get more packages in. So you'll probably still end up with like potentially like a monthly one. We'll see. It depends on how much I buy, and like I said, I'm trying to not buy as much, but I still buy stuff. So that's something that we'll have to see how often I do them now. Maybe just like once or twice a month, if that. And then the rest of the time will be other stuff. So that's why I had to find like, what am I going to put in place of my Monday small shop hauls, since I'm not going to be doing those anymore, because I don't want to just not have a video up for you guys. So we'll see. All right. So I did the 2, 2, 2, 3, and now I got another 3. All right. We're making progress. Okay. Does anybody have plans for Labor Day weekend? I know it's coming up soon. So I wonder, do you guys all have plans, or are you just kind of taking it easy, chilling, for that one? I have like I said, I'm going to be out of town for most of it. I have a 4-day weekend, so I'll be off for work for 4 days, not just the actual holiday, which will be kind of nice. I like when I have those 4-day weekends like that. Because we don't get them very often working at a hospital, because the hospital, it's like, why do you need time off? You work at the hospital. You should be seeing patients. And it's like, but we need to, have some time off too. And it's just us active duty. They get off. The civilians still have to work. They're allowed to take vacation time and have the day off if they want, but they don't get the free day off for that extra day like us active duty military do. Because we'll get 4 days authorized off instead of just the weekend and the holiday. So that's kind of how it rolls in the military, which I love that aspect of it. It kind of helps to make up for the fact that we don't get the same we don't get the same leave process that, like if I want to take a trip and I'm going to leave on a Sunday and come back on a Sunday, the following Saturday, and the Sunday are all considered leave days for me. So I have to take those as vacation time. I can't just be like, oh, hey, I'm just going to take Monday through Friday as vacation time. Well, you can if you're staying local, but if you're going to be going out of the area at all, that one needs to go just right there. If you're going to be going out of the area, then you have to actually take it as leave. If you're going to be leaving like a certain parameter radius out from the hospital, which is kind of one of those annoying things where it's like, really? But, it's what we do. Let's see. I think I placed, those drills are not supposed to be there, because I was like this, because I just did this and I just did that, and then I'm going to come over here and do that. So I think those 6 drills, let me look. I think I did something wrong, and I want to verify because I already marked them. So I'm going to go back to the actual pattern, which is 21 pages of pattern, and I'm on like page 3 of the pattern. Okay, yeah, I did. So those drills right there do not belong there. So this is what happens. I stop paying attention because I'm like, oh, it's just going to be the same as what everything else was. Nope, not so. I'll take care of them in a minute. Now I can go back over to the actual this and finish filling in the top. Yeah, go figure. So I will basically finish the rainbow for you, and that will be today's video. I can't remember, what was I saying? I just got distracted. Oh yeah, the 4-day weekend. Yeah, so we do holidays like that a little bit differently, just because basically were on duty or on call basically all the time. So if something happens, they could call us and make us go back to work. And then that's why you have the actual set like leave period, because that's when you're like, okay, not having to worry about going back to work today, kind of a thing. All right, we've got the 2, we've got 2 and then 3. So anywho, I know my whip and chats are always so much more boring when I do them on here. So I apologize with a cross stitch conversion. So I apologize for that. But we've made some good progress on this cross stitch conversion during our whip and chat today. So I'm pleased with that, because I just have a little bit of like fancy schmancy stuff to fill in right there. But otherwise, it's turning out great. There's the 5. This is another 5. I really love the colors on this. I just absolutely love the rainbow colors on this. I think it's fantastic, and it looks so good being contrasted with black. Let me see. Did I do something? Oh, I think I'm missing a drill right there. I'm missing. It looks off balance there. Now it's not off balance because it looked just slightly off balance. But anyways, that is my little rainbow, and now I can start filling in the little splatter stuff on top of the rainbow, which I will pull up and I'll show you that real quickly. I just have to grab my iPad and stand up so you can actually see it. So, because I don't show the pattern, because those are things that you have to pay for, but I'll show the actual top of the canvas. Yes, so basically I am at, when we look at it like this, I am over here on the rainbow, and I'm ready to start filling in all of the fun little glitter stuff, all the fun little things on top of the rainbow. So that's what I'm about to break into doing right now, because I've already done it on the other sides and I just need to do it on this side, but it looks so good. I'm super excited. It's so cute. So anyways, that is all I have for you guys for today for our whip and chat. We have made fantastic progress on this. My goal is to completely finish this page here with even all of the black, filling it in. We'll see. I may take a little bit of a break because I have to sit awkwardly here to be able to reach this far up my desk. And go work on my canvas, my Heidi canvas. I may go work on that one and then come back to this when I'm finish the section over there, come back and start filling in the black. But we've made good progress on it. I'm really pleased. And it's nice having it uncovered so I can work on it. Because it's not like it's that hard to get to, but you know, moving something is always annoying when we're doing the dime painting thing. Ooh, it's still gloomy and rainy outside. So anyways, I am going to call it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this like completely random blabber of whatever for today, because I didn't really talk about much of anything, I feel. There's my other cover minder. And then we're going to do this right here. And boom. So I put the plastic back down. And there's my Kanashi. So those are the cover minders that I was using to kind of hold the plastic and all sorts of which way to do this. So I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's scattered whip and chat. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.